Susan Sharp. Number 14, Ashley Maynard. Number 21, Stephanie Ruth. Number 25, Beth Spurlock. And number 40, Becky Phillips. The Lady Oaks are coached by Mr. Doug Hale. Number 12, Amy Kahn. Number 41, Amanda Means. Number 20, Ashley Clevenger. Number 22, Mandy Chamberlain. Number 40, Allison Craig. Number 11, Christy Sisler. And number 24, Michelle Carman. Starting tonight for the Lady Pirates, number 30, Abby Hughes. Number 21, Ashley C. Number 33, Beth Hughes. Number 31, Jenny Knapp. And number 32, Angela Burleson. Lady Pirates are coached by Mr. Larry Hall.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome down here at Wheelersburg High School. We're in a nice matchup between the Oak Hill Lady Oaks and the Wheelersburg Lady Pirates. We'll take off here in just a few minutes. We got coming to the middle of the floor for the jump ball. We got Ashley Maynard and Angela Burleson. And we're ready to start this ball game with the toss of the ball. Here we go. Wheelersburg with the ball. Underneath to C. Slapped away by Phillips. C still gained it back. Blocked by Maynard. Over to Ruth. Almost over there into Phillips. She takes it and gets two. Oak Hill first to score here tonight. Out to Hughes from three-point land and rolls off. Rebound Maynard. Over to Phillips. Over to Ruth. Over to Phillips. Over to Maynard. Out to Spurlock. Over to Ruth. Over to Phillips. She pops it. Rolls off. Into Burleson, back out to Hughes, back out to the other Hughes, and missed into Spurlock's hands. Over to Sharp. Sharp to Ruth. Lady Oak still up by two with 6:48 to go in this first period of play. Over to Beth Spurlock, over to Ruth, over to Sharp, to Spurlock. Over to Phillips. Over to Sharp. To Ruth. To Phillips. Underneath to Sharp. Back out to Ruth. Over to Sharp. No one there, and Sharp gets it. 4-2 at 6:11. C brings it in, rolls it in.
Goal line, Ashley C.
Into traffic, and Ruth with the ball. Got out of that one. Over to Phillips. Over to Sharp. Over to Spurlock. Over to Phillips. Underneath to Sharp. Knocked loose. She gets it back. Over to Phillips. She drives the line. Out to Maynard. Out to Ruth. Lady Oaks moving this ball around good here tonight. Over to Phillips. Back out to Sharp. Over to Spurlock to Ruth. To Phillips. She takes it to the middle of the paint and she's called for the travel. 5:19 is 4-2.
The lineup for the Lady Oaks.
Gillen coming in and Phillips going out. Becky's not feeling very well tonight. She's putting her heavy jacket on. And Burleson with and a foul's called on someone there. Burleson was shooting. She'll get 2 from the line. Fouls on Spurlock.
Number 25, Ben Spurlock.
Her first, team first.
Angela Burleson at the line, shooting 2.
Her first one's up and good. The second one's up and falls good. Tie ball game of 5-12. And the Sharp. Double team in there on Sharp. It's off of Wheelersburg. Putting the press on. And that was into traffic, and Burleson ends up with it, and in and out. And Maynard ends up with the rebound, clear back on top of the key. Back out to Ruth. And there's a foul called on number 33, Beth Hughes. Her first, team first.
Foul on number 33, Beth Hughes, her first, team first.
4:54 to go in this first period of play. 4-4. Over to Spurlock, back to Ruth. Over to Sharp. Sharp to Spurlock. Over to Gillen. Over to Ruth. Ruth brings it around to her right, takes it back. Then trouble. Over. Out off of. That was a bad call there. C knocked that one out, and Wheelersburg gets the ball. Abby Hughes with the ball for Wheelersburg. Met there by Sharp, picked up by Ruth, back out to her sister Beth, over to Burleson, and off of Spurlock's hands on the knockout. And Burleson with 2. Into Ruth, over to Sharp. Sharp to Gillen. I don't know what she thought she was doing there, but she should have shot it. Knocked out off Oak Hill. Someone called, Oak Hill must call timeout. As we come back here after the timeout, it's Wheelersburg ball. Phillips back in the ball game. Into C, and stole by Gillen. Over to Phillips, out to Ruth. Over to Gillen. Over to Phillips. And there's a steal, a knockout by Hughes. Oak Hill's ball. Lady Oaks, some patience here on the ball, working it around, setting things up, down by 2 with 3:17 to go. Over to Spurlock, over to Ruth. Over to Maynard, out to Phillips. And she takes it. And she gets her own rebound, back up for 2. Tie ball game with 2:58, 6-6. Hughes with the ball, underneath to C. C shoots, rolls it in. And there's the giveaway, and Wheelersburg back to the ball. Burleson from way out, and gets 2. 4 points real quick for him. And we got a foul on Wheelersburg. On Burleson. Her first, team second.
Number 32.
Into Phillips. Over to Ruth. Back out to Phillips. And way over Maynard's head. Wheelersburg got some points off a couple turnovers there. Knocked away by Spurlock. And back out to Hughes, and she shoots three. No, rebound Phillips. No, rebound was Maynard. It's out to Phillips now. Over to Gillen. Over to Spurlock. And knocked away by Burleson. And I think they called a foul on Spurlock.
25, Spurlock for second, team second.
Both teams with 2 fouls. Wheelersburg ball on the foul. C with the ball, comes around the corner. Nope, and it rolls out off of Oak Hill. Ball's into Hughes. Brings it. No. Rebound Maynard. Over to Sharp to Phillips. Phillips been over to Ruth. Back to Phillips. Down the middle of the paint. Over to Sharp. Sharp from outside. No. Underneath to Maynard. Maynard with 2. And over to Schlitzler, over to C, and it's blocked by Maynard, but C gets it back and shoots 2. Sharp. And turnover by the Lady Oaks on the double team there. Into C, over to Burleson. Burleson with 2. The Lady Oaks down by 6. Over to Sharp. Over to Phillips. Over to Gillen. Over to Maynard. 2 for Maynard. 4 passes and we score. That's what we need to do. 14-10, down by 4. And there's rolling, no good shot by Wheelersburg. Rebound by Sharp. Phillips with the ball. Paces herself as she comes down the floor. Lady Oaks setting it up. 16 seconds left, down by 4. Underneath to Gillen, knocked out by Burleson. Coach is wanting them to take one shot here with 12 seconds left. Over to Ruth, or Maynard, over to Sharp. Over to Phillips, over to Maynard, over to Gillen, out to Ruth, blocked, and at the end of the first period it's 14-10, Lady Oaks down by 4. We'll be back, start the second period of play here in just a couple minutes. Davis in, Spurlock in, and she gets 2.
Goal by Spurlock.
And a steal by Davis. Crosses the half court. Over to Sharp. To Odell. To Davis. To Maynard. To Spurlock. To Odell. Over to Sharp. To Spurlock. To Davis. To Sharp. Called an out of bounds on Sharp. Turnover Lady Oaks. 14-12. 2-point ball game. Underneath to Burleson, back out to Siskler to Hughes. No, rebound Spurlock. Lady Oaks doing a lot of rebounding on defense tonight. Davis cross timeline. Over to Sharp. Over to Odell. To Davis. To Sharp. Out to Spurlock. To Odell. To Sharp. To Davis. To Spurlock, and a foul on Spurlock for the offensive shove off. That'll be her third.
Number 25, that's Spurlock.
Timeout by the Lady Oaks. Hughes with the ball, over to Hughes, back out to Hughes. Back to Hughes, Hughes for three, and she gets it.
3-point goal, that Hughes.
17-12. Over to Spurlock. And a steal there by Burleson. Well, it's about 4-on-2. Over to C. C gets two. 7-point ball game. Into Davis. And that one's underneath the Hughes. No. Spurlock with the rebound. And a foul called on Hughes. Her first. Team third. Lady Oaks give up 7 there real quick. Well, actually give up 5.
To the lineup for the Lady Oaks, number 21.
We got Ruth, Gillen, and Phillips back in there. And Gillen threw that one away. And Hughes scored off of it. And to Phillips, over to Gillen, over to Ruth. Over to Gillen. And turnover by the Lady Oaks on the double team and the trap. (21-12) is what the score is now. And to Kistler, to Burleson. No. Off Lady Oaks. Over to Hughes from 3. No, short rebound Phillips. Phillips brings the ball down the floor. Over to Gillen. Over to Ruth. Over to Odell. Over to Odell, holds on to it. To Ruth. Over to Gillen. Over to Odell. Over to Ruth. Underneath the Gillen. She puts it up. No. Slapped around in there. And Hughes with it. Back to Burleson. And she gets 2. 23-12. Into Gillen. And taken away by Hughes. And Hughes with the score. Timeout, Lady Oaks. 25-12. The ball's into Ruth. No, stolen by Hughes. And she gets 2. Out of over Phillips's head. Over in the back on Wheelersburg. Break for the Lady Oaks. 27-12. Lady Oaks giving up 15 points real quick. Ruth with the ball. Over to Phillips. To Ruth. To Phillips. Over to Maynard. 2 for Maynard.
Goal line, Ashley Maynard.
Hughes. Over to Kistler. To Burleson. Burleson with 2.
Passed by Angela Burleson.
To Spurlock. To Ruth. To Spurlock. To Ruth. To Sharp. Across the timeline. Over to Ruth. Over to Spurlock. Off of Hughes' foot.
The lineup for the Lady Oaks, number 12.
Davis in.
Davis.
And Odell in.
And number 22, Bridget Odell.
29-14. Lady Oaks down by 15. Way out to Phillips. She takes it to the paint, puts it up, and gets 2.
Goal by Becky Phillips.
Hughes. Almost stole by Phillips. And a basket by Hughes. Over to Phillips. Over to Sharp. Over to Davis. Over to Phillips. Under to Odell. Over to Maynard. 2 for Maynard. 18-31. And ref calls timeout. Becky's leaving the floor. She's sick.
The lineup for the Lady Oaks.
And
number 21, Stephanie Ruth.
Ruth back in. Over to Kistler, underneath to Burleson, and blocked by Maynard. Gets Sharp with the ball. Over to Ruth. Over to Ruth again. And there's a foul called in there on
number 20, Ashley Clevenger, her first, team 4.
Clevenger called with the foul with 1:52 to go here. 31-18. Into Maynard. Maynard puts it up. No. Hughes to Clevenger. Underneath to Burleson. In for 2.
By Angela Burleson.
33-18. Into Davis. Davis to Ruth. And there's a foul on Kessinger. Called on Clevenger.
The lineup for the Lady Pirates, number 31, Jenny Knapp, and number 33, Beth Hughes. Also number 21, Ashley C.
After all the substitutions there for Wheelersburg, ball's into Ruth. Ruth to Sharp. Sharp to Odell. Odell's blocked. She steals it back. No. And Davis gets it. No. Odell. And they call jump ball. Possession arrows in favor of Wheelersburg. The ref's having a hard time making them understand it's their ball. C into Hughes. Hughes to Knapp to C. Blocked by Maynard, and they're calling her for the foul. No, they called Odell for the foul.
Foul on number 22.
Put C on the line to shoot 2. 33-18.
Ashley C at the line for the Lady Pirates.
15-point ball game. Lady Oaks with 4 team fouls. C's first one rolls good. Second one's up and good. Over to Odell, to Ruth, to Sharp, to Davis, to Ruth. And there's a foul on probably number 20, Clevenger again.
Foul on number 20, Ashley Clevenger, her third, team sixth. In the lineup for the Lady Pirates, number 30, Abby Hughes.
Into Ruth, Ruth to Sharp, Sharp to Ruth, to Odell. Over to Sharp, over to Maynard. Maynard puts it up. The roll's good. Maynard with 10 points tonight. And a long pass to Hughes, over to C. And C with the backup. To Davis, to Ruth, to Davis. 12 seconds. To Odell. And a tip off the hands and it goes to Hughes. To C. And she can't hold on to it. 2.6 seconds left in the second period play. It's 37-20. And Wheelersburg's up by 17. A long pass. And C with it. Long shot. And that's the end of the first half of this ball game. It's 37-20 in favor of Wheelersburg. As we come back after halftime with the clock counting down so we can start the second half. We're starting the third period. It's 37-20 in favor of the Wheelersburg Lady Pirates. Lady Oaks ball out with the possession arrow. Spurlock with the taking the ball out for the Lady Oaks into Ruth. Ruth brings it across. Over to Maynard. Maynard overshoots Spurlock and the ball's out off of Oak Hill. Hughes to C. To Burleson. Burleson spins under Spurlock and gets two. Sharp with the ball. To Spurlock. To Ruth. To Phillips. And out of the hands of Maynard. Another turnover on the Lady Oaks. Sisler into Hughes. Underneath the C. C turns, puts it in for two. Sharp, double team, steps through, gets it to Maynard. And travel was called after the ball had already left her hand. Another turnover, 3 turnovers in a row on Lady Oaks, 41-20. Lady Oaks down by 21. Hughes. No, rebound Phillips. Phillips takes it to the half court. Over to Ruth. Over to Phillips. Over to Sharp. Over to Ruth. Over to Phillips. She takes it in the middle, puts it up. In and out. Rebound Maynard. Up and good.
Ashley Maynard.
And Hughes with another shot, and she gets it. Still a 21-point game. Into Ruth, over to Phillips. Long pass to Maynard. Maynard's blocked by C. And knocked over to Hughes. Or Burleson, she gets two.
Angela Burleson.
To Ruth. To Spurlock. To Maynard. Maynard gets two.
Goal by Ashley.
Just kind of trading off baskets to C. C from outside, no. Rebound Burleson puts it up for 2.
Goal by Angela Burleson.
And knocked away in there underneath, and Hughes gets 2.
Goal by Hughes.
49-24 in favor of Wheelersburg. Timeout, Lady Oaks. First foul shot they missed tonight. Gets her second one.
Number 31, Jenny Knapp, and number 24, Michelle Hartman.
(58-27). Over to Davis. Davis shoots, no. Rebound Maynard. Maynard puts it back up. And Hughes come out there with it. She brings it down, pops it. And Phillips with the ball. Takes it to the paint, puts it up, too high. Picked up by Maynard to Phillips. In and out. Picked up by Spurlock. She gets it up and gets fouled by 31, Knapp. Her first team first. Spurlock at the line to shoot 2:38 to go here in the third period of play. It's 60-27.
That's Spurlock at the line for the Lady Oaks, shooting 2.
And her first one's good. Second one rolls off, picked up by Chamberlain in there. And passed over to Hughes, over to Chamberlain. She gets 3. Or Knapp with 3. 63-28. Davis brings the ball around. And they get her for the double dribble. .211 here in the second and third period of play.
The lineup for the Lady Pirates, number 40, Allison Crick.
Lady Oaks going to put some pressure on. And foul's called on Abby Hughes for the push.
Foul on number 30, Abby Hughes, her second, team second.
35-point ball game. Spurlock into Davis. Davis brings it around to Phillips. To Spurlock. Underneath to Phillips. And she's fouled by number 24, which is Carmen. Actually, she's knocked down. That's third team foul.
Hartman, her first, team third.
Spurlock bringing the ball in. Into Phillips underneath, puts it in.
Goal by Becky Phillips.
Wheelersburg. Hughes with the ball to Carmen. And she gets it too hard. And it's Oak Hill's ball. And with 1:41 to go, we're bringing in 4, taking out 4. 63-30, 33-point ball game. Ruth with the ball. Over to Sharp, to Carter, to Maynard, to Odell, to Sharp, and picked back up by Ruth. Ruth to Sharp, to Odell, to Maynard, and knocked away. And the ball's picked up by Clevenger. She gets 2 and is fouled by Carter. Clevenger go to the line to shoot one. 65 to 30. With a minute 8 to go in the third period.
For first, team second. Clevenger at the line, shooting one.
Puts her first shot up there. Rolls off the arm, no good. Maynard with the rebound over to Sharp, to Ruth. When they finally start the clock, to Carter, to Sharp, to Odell, and there's a steal underneath, a foul on Sharp.
Foul on number 10, Susan Sharp, for first, team third. The lineup for the Lady Pirates, number 11.
Pirates ball on the foul. And number 40 shoots it and gets it.
Sold by Allison Crick.
Crick with two. 67 to 30. And Maynard was fouled by number 24, Carmen. She'll go to the line to shoot two.
Foul on number 24, Michelle Carmen. First
25.6 seconds left in the third period.
Maynard at the line for the Lady Oaks, shooting two.
Maynard's first shot, no good. Second shot, falls good. 31 to 67. Knapp with the ball, knocked away by Ruth. Ruth brings it down, turns, off the... I don't know how he's seen that one. Sharp didn't touch it, off the hands of Knapp. But a Wheelersburg ball. 10, count them down now. Underneath to, and there's a foul on probably Ruth, I believe. Foul's going to be on Ruth.
Foul on number 21, Stephanie Ruth, for first, team fourth.
Both teams with 4 fouls apiece here by the end of this third period. And there's a shot. Nope. That ends the third period with 67-31. Wheelersburg up by 36. The ball in. Phillips in to Ruth. To Davis. To Spurlock. To Ruth. To Phillips. To Spurlock. And she loses the ball, and Wheelersburg picks it up. Hughes with the ball, over to Clevenger. Clevenger shoots from outside, no. Gets her own rebound, throws it into, well, Clevenger back with the ball. She gets two that time.
By Ashley Clevenger.
69-31. Davis with the ball. Out to Phillips. Phillips from three. Gets it. Oh, he's only counting it two. That was a three, but they only give her two. Over to Hughes. Hughes. Falls good. Schlichler with that one. 71-33. Davis. Over to Ruth. Puts it up. Maynard with there for the rebound. Gets two.
Basket by Ashley Maynard.
Maynard with about 16 or 17 on the evening. C out to Hughes. To C. Underneath to Crick. Knocked out by Clevenger.
the lineup for the Lady Oaks, number 20, Angie Gilliland.
71-35. 36-point ball game. Over to Davis. Davis to Gillen. Over to Ruth. No. Picked up by Spurlock. Ball knocked away by Davis. Over to Maynard. Over to Spurlock. Yes, for 2.
Ball by Beth Spurlock.
37. Lady Oaks look like they picked up a little life. And Crick walked.
Third lineup for the Lady Pirates, number 30, Abby Hughes.
Makes it about a 34-point ball game with 5:34 to go in the 4th period. Davis. Davis to Spurlock. To Ruth. To Gillen. To Ruth. And a foul's on Hughes. 15 foul.
Number 30, Abby Hughes, her 3rd, team 5th.
Into Ruth. Over to Gillen. Over to Spurlock. To Maynard. To Gillen. Spurlock. To Ruth. To Gillen. To Ruth. To Davis. To Ruth. And there was a shove on Sisler. Be a 16 foul.
Foul on number 11, Christy Sisler, her 1st, team 6th.
71-37. Into Maynard. She steps over and she's fouled by 24. Carmen. Maynard goes the line to shoot 2. That's 17 foul on Pirates.
Team 7.
Lady Oaks will be in the shooting 1-1 from here out.
For the Lady Oaks, shooting 2.
First one's up, no good. Second one's no good. Underneath. And the ball, Davis finally comes up with it. She brings it down the floor. Ruth with the ball. Over to Maynard. Over to Spurlock. Spurlock from outside. Gets 2.
Goal by Spurlock.
39. And there's a double palming the ball on Hughes. Turnover Wheelersburg. Into Ruth. Ruth from 3. Gets it.
3-point goal, Stephanie Ruth.
42-31. Over to underneath. And I don't agree with that call under there. The foul's on Spurlock.
Number 25, Brandon Spurlock, her fourth. Mandy Chamberlain at the line.
Chamberlain shooting 2. Gets her first one.
The lineup for the Lady Oaks, number 10, Susan Sharp, and number 22.
3:26 to go in this period of play. Substitution for the Lady Oaks. Chamberlain's second one's up. No good. Knocked around in there. Hughes with it. No. Ended up in Maynard's hands. Over to Ruth. Ruth with the ball. Over to Sharp. Back out to off Sharp's leg. Back out to Ruth. Over to Davis. Davis to Maynard. To Odell. To Ruth. 30-point ball game. To Odell. Underneath to Maynard. She puts it on the floor, puts it out to Davis. Davis to Sharp. Sharp to Ruth. Sharp from 3. No. Odell with it. No. And she's fouled by 24 Carmen. And Odell go to the line. Lady Oaks in the bonus, but Odell was shooting, so she'll get to shoot 2.
Odell at the line for the Lady Oaks.
2:37 to go. Odell's first shot's up. Rolls off the arm. Second shot, no good. Underneath the Crick, and picked up by Odell. And the foul's on Carmen, be her 5th.
Foul on number 30.
Oh, no. They give that one a nap instead of Carmen. Odell going to shoot the 1 and 1. Still a 30-point ball game. Lady Oaks with 5 team fouls. Wheelersburg with 9. 2:25 to go here in the 4th period of play. First shot's in and out. Rebound Davis, brings it back out to Sharp, to Davis. And back in Sharp's hands. To Ruth. To Odell. To Maynard. Maynard to Davis. Davis puts it up, in and out. And a foul's called on Sharp. Oak Hill 6th.
Foul on number 10, Susan Sharp, her 2nd, team 6.
And they're calling that foul on Sharp again. Oak Hill 7th.
Foul on number 10, Susan Sharp, her 3rd, team 7.
Lady Oaks, Carter in, Ruth out.
Ashley Clevenger at the line for the Lady.
Clevenger shooting 1. Lady Oaks with 7 fouls puts Wheelersburg in a bonus situation. No, rebound Carter, rebound Odell. Davis with the ball. Still, for the last 2 minutes, it's been 72-42. 30-point ball game. Davis with the ball. Over to Carter. To Odell. to Sharp. Sharp to Davis. Into Maynard. Maynard turns. Gets 2.
Called by Ashley Maynard.
White timeout. Wheelersburg called timeout with 1:16 to go, and they're up by 28. 16 seconds of this ball game. It's 72-44. Lady Oaks has played hard here against South Webster tonight. In and out. I don't know who made that one, but somebody from Wheelersburg. Into Maynard underneath. Yeah, she should have been fouled there. They should have called a foul on that one too. And there's a trap. And back out to Clevenger. Knocked away by Sharp. 31 seconds. And blocked by Maynard, picked up by Sharp. And knocked away, Sharp gets it back. Brings it out to Davis. Over to Sharp. Over to Maynard. Over top her hands. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's the end of the ball game. No good. It's 74-46. Lady Oaks down by 28, but they played a hard-fought ball game here tonight. They have nothing not to be proud of. And this is Dale Gillen and Jim Phillips wishing you all to come out Thursday night when we play Valley at Valley, I believe. And we'll see you there. Until then, have a good week.